Hey all, Rob here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when future videos are out. And in this post, it is surprising news for me, and maybe for you listening to this, is that Toy Biz is back, and they're going to make action figures. And you could check them out on Instagram at Toy Biz Official. And, you know, that news really caught me by surprise. Like, you mean Toy Biz? The company that made all those innovative toys back in the day? And, you know, I really don't know exactly what happened back then, where companies got bought out, or this happened, or just like whatever, right? And they were primarily known for a lot of the Marvel toys, but they also had toys from like the Lord of the Rings stuff that was really innovative, and they had the legendary comic book heroes, which I always thought was a really fantastic idea. That, you know, if you don't have the Marvel license, which they lost, and you don't have the DC Comics license, it's like those are the two big companies. So what can you make superhero wise? And what they had done and started, but then the company had closed before it could really get going, I thought was the innovation to reach out to independent creators, to individual owners who own their character rights and stuff like that, to make superheroes. So instead of relying on one company, because let's admit it, the two big companies are taken, you go to all of these independent people and make similar scale figures for a toy line. You know, I still think that is a really nice idea, but it was never really able to get going back in the day. So I hope this company, which admittedly I don't know much about, it seems like, is it an individual owner who bought the legal name rights? Is it a small group of people that he has? You know, it's just like, to me it seems like a small company that is going to make action figures. You know, I just hope that they get figures to the market, because a lot of stuff could happen where a lot of companies, they plan something, and to actually get product in the store, it's a big responsibility that takes, you know, a lot of effort to get product made, especially in today's world, where it seems like a lot of independent creators go to crowdfunding like Kickstarter, and it could take years to finally get a product. It could take 2 or 3 and maybe even more years from announcement to product. So for this company, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Would they get stuff to the actual toys, to the toy stores? But in today's world, it's like you don't have a Toys R Us, you don't have a KB Toys. So maybe it's just better, sort of like, to go to the small markets like some companies are doing, where it's just maybe like online sales or whatever. But the big money is always the retail stores. And so, you know, I'll support this company. I hope they can do well, that they can get product made and stuff we like, especially as superhero collectors, you know. And their preview on Instagram, it seems that they're going the right way, because, you know, I remember, you know, it takes me back when I saw the news today, that it takes me back to earlier days in my life and better days. And I was thinking about back then and the stores that were around and what I was doing. And so, you know, it was just like a nice surprise to to feel that and to think about that stuff. And I still got a lot of my original Toy Biz figures from back in the day. I still have quite a bit of it, and I still think, even though you had 20 years plus of changes, I still think quite a bit of them really hold up, and they still look nice. And I'm showing some photos here, even if the images repeat in this video, just so there is some visuals to accompany this audio. And it is like, one thing that Toy Biz did that Hasbro does not do is, when you look at the Marvel stuff, they were not afraid to experiment, to try and innovate, to try something different. And sometimes their articulation and what they were doing, sometimes it worked. In fact, many times it did. And also sometimes it didn't work out. It wasn't too good. But at least they put the effort to try to expand. And I still think that the waist and the articulation on the legs from Toy Biz was better than what you're getting from Hasbro now. And what Hasbro has done now is they have gotten lazy in terms of the engineering of action figures. It seems like they set up the mold that they like, and then they just kind of stop trying for a long time. It's just like they don't want to be innovative, and they don't want to be cutting edge. They just want to take what works, and that's about it, and just keep it. And that's why a lot of the products the last couple of years on Hasbro, in terms of articulation, in terms of design, it all looks the same, because they're not really trying to put that innovation on the Marvel side. The difference is, when you look at what they're doing with the G.I. Joe Classified, that I see as some innovation. From that first series to what they're doing now on that toy line, they have innovated, they have tried and expanded and done different things. But the Marvel side, it has gotten, unfortunately, it's gotten lazy. And that's my view. And to go back to the Toy Biz talk, it's like, okay, this seems like a very early startup in terms of the owners and what they're doing and things. I hope it does do well and succeed, and that, most of all, that they can get product out to us, the fans. And personally, I'm not sure about you, but I hope they can make the 6-inch scale figures is their goal. In other words, don't go 5-inch, don't go 7-inch. Go back to what fans know, because then, if they can make some legendary heroes and some independent comic figures, it could fit in with our past collection, and it could fit in with Marvel Legends, and it could fit in with the other stuff, that it could be compatible. I think that is a very nice goal. And if it's different scales, then, it probably wouldn't match up. So it's kind of like that whole, even though it's a different toy line and company, and they're not related, since they're all the same size about, it just matches well in a collection. So that's my view on it. Totally surprised news. I hope they could do well. Check out their Instagram at Toy Biz Official and subscribe to it. And so that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, my friends, and I will talk to you later.